Man, a hit would have been really nice there. Really, really nice. Got him on an inside. Yeah, it's the first loss for Cole. Cole 7-1, but he threw well. 6 innings, two runs. Um, he did what he needed to do. The bats did not come through. But that was a solid at bat for Volpe. It would have been nice if that was just a little less foul. But and I would agree with you, Jonathan. He's swinging for the fences a little bit too much. I mean, this is one of the problems that Gleyber Torres has had for years with the Yankees. Now he's kind of improving on that this year, so I'll take that. But the swinging for the fences thing is something I think you just need to work on. I mean, we need contacts, honestly, contact hitting, which will help us get better offense. So and that's why the Yankees need to make trades, man. They really do. But shout out to everybody in the chat: Jonathan, Corey, Stephen B, Rose for you. Who else we got here? Sean Browning. Yeah, DJ, 2 for 2, 2 for 2, 2 for 3, I think, 2 for 3. My consigliere Joel. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Who else we got here? Get the whole crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully the Yankees come back tomorrow, which is another day. Hopefully they'll win this. So, but yeah, you're right. Everybody is underperforming offensively, 100%. Cole did his thing. Bullpen for the most part. Abreu again had another tough one, but Jimmy Cordero looked pretty damn good. He really, really did. So, and right, Jonathan? Yeah. Wink the man's in the house. I know that was such a that was a tough one, that foul ball. Jimmy Mathers is in the house. Yeah, smash the like gang if you don't mind. Yankee Mike's here too. Yeah, Volpe's got to get better on his offense. I mean, it's some growing pains, unfortunately. But he put the ball in play. He didn't strike out. So Sunil is in the house. I would agree. Volpe needs to work on it, and they need to. I mean, one of the problems they put him in this position. There's been such this Derek Jeter comparisons. He almost feels like he has to play like Jeter. I'm like, and this is from a organization wide thing, and even the fans. So many people say this guy's the next Derek Jeter and blah blah blah. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic right now as a rookie. Just like the same thing with Dominguez being the next Mickey Mantle, next Mike Trout. Come on, let's get real. That's not no. So it's way too early for that type of stuff. But cruise control's in the house. East side, the chef's in the house. Volpe has had a walk off. Yes, he has. Yeah, and then he put that ball. I mean, that wasn't one of his better at bats, so I would agree with that east side too. Chris Porter's in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, seriously, 2 hours and 27 minutes, like the shortest Yankee Red Sox game ever, dude. Yeah. David McCutcheon, thanks so much, man. Tough loss. Always tomorrow. You got that right, Brendan. And thank you too, David. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. It's a long season. So, yeah, Kiki's home. That's right. Kiki's home run. What's the difference? Yankees did have some opportunities, but not much. I mean, Garrett Whitlock held their bats at bay. So, they really did. And I mean, again, if Garrett Cole throws 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, and they need to be able to score at least what he gave up, but they didn't even do that when he was in the game. So, yeah, I think Quelleneth, I agree with that. I mean, I think they're going to work on shortening Volpe's swing and making more contact. They did the same thing with Oswald Peraza, so had to do the same thing with Gleyber Torres too, because he's been working on his swing for the last couple of years. It takes a while. So, yeah, Kenley Jansen, he's going to be a Hall of Fame, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. How long do we on Donaldson? I don't know. We had a home run today. So, I don't know. I mean, if he keeps doing stuff like that, they're probably going to wait a while. So, if he keeps producing, then, yeah, I hope, Aaron Judge isn't out too long, Brandon. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to be at least 4 weeks, but we'll see. Right? Yeah, I'm serious. They saved $250 million by not signing Carlos Correa, who's hitting worse than Volpe. Trevor Story, worse than Volpe. Okay? They did save money. Okay? They didn't spend $250 million on a ridiculously poor performing shortstop. So yeah, I'm serious, Aziz. Dead serious. Okay? He's having his rookie growing pains, but he's playing better than Carlos Correa, the $300 million man, right? Trevor Story, a $200-something million man. Look it up. He is. So no, he has work to do, but he's a rookie. But yeah, I'm dead serious, Aziz. I mean, the numbers right there. So thank you, Joe, my consigliere. I appreciate that, my friend. Nolan Jones from the Rockies. That's an interesting one, Jonathan. Interesting one. Hey, Andre, how are you? No, they didn't. I mean, their offense is just anemic, and we need Bader back. We need Judge back. We need Stanton to start hitting. Like we need Rizzo to start hitting. It's got too many guys slumping at the same time. I mean, really. Oh, could use Duran the bat himself. We got it's pointless now. We got Clayton Beater, so it's pointless now. There's a lot of guys we could use, right, Jonathan? Yeah, I'm saying, he said I would be looking to make trades now, heading into the deadline. I mean, I have a feeling that some of the other AL East teams are going to be making trades before Cashman. And last thing you want to do is have those guys be proactive and take somebody that the Yankees could use. So I would not be waiting until the last minute. Not right now. Not the way this team is playing and positioned with all the injuries. So it's unfortunate, but it's true. Need a homer that looked terrible next time out. Yeah, that day. This is not. That's not untrue, there, Sean. You're right about that. Yeah, Tampa's starting to heat up again, so they're definitely in a spot to run away with it. You say, no doubt. Yeah, this is yeah exactly. So he'll perform like a stud, and then he'll play like poop, and he'll do the same. It's just yeah, it's gonna make it hard. But again, I'd rather him producing at the very least. So make it as hard as possible. Produce, please. You know. Yeah, Razor 9 up, man. That's what it is right now. It's a big one. It's a big lead. Yeah, one bad pitch. There was, well, yeah, he owns a lot of Yankees pitchers. He owns a lot of aces, man. But yeah, I mean, Judge, no, he ain't gonna start baseball activity after 10 days are up. Mm-mm. He has to let that toe heal. It's gonna take a lot more than 10 days, Wink. I don't expect to see him for at least 4 weeks. Personally, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't expect to see him. Just the nature of that injury and where it's at. You know. Yeah, Yankees need players who can hit forever. Yes, they do. Yeah, Didi. Yeah, we announced that yesterday, Chris. Yeah, he signed with Seattle yesterday. Good for them. I mean, they need offense, man. They need offense. Trade for starter and closer. I mean, Sean, I would be totally fine with that. Yeah, we need Judge back. We need Bader back. We need Rodon. There's a lot of guys we need right now. So I don't think honestly, Quill, I don't think Rizzo's completely recovered yet from his neck injury. So I honestly don't. Do you guys think he's recovered from his neck injury? I thought the ball's gone too, man. Yeah, we don't have any 300 hitters on the team, Joe. That's right. That is right. 100%, dude. Yeah, he didn't strike exactly, Harvey. Exactly. He should sign Volpe long term. I mean, I would. I'm not really worried about it. Which is fine, Aziz. I think I think bringing up Haraz and trading Torres is a better idea. My opinion, Aziz. That's only my opinion because when they play together, Peraza makes Volpe better, defensively and offensively. So, and he's the best defensive shortstop in the entire system, which is why I would put him at short. Personally, I think Volpe's a better fit at second. It would make the infield defense better. I think Volpe will feel a little bit more at ease having his partner in crime Peraza with him. So, and it'd be a little bit less pressure. A little bit less pressure having a young prospect there with him. So, because he was the only one, right? So, that's just me. But Torres has value. And Aziz, don't be sorry. You're entitled to your opinion, dude. I get it, man. So, but Torres has trade value. He's wildly inconsistent. Okay, he's good now, but he'll stink in a few weeks, and he'll be good, and he'll stink in a few weeks. So, I'd rather spend the time to let Volpe develop in a more natural position and bring Peraza up because I think Peraza's right now he's more major league ready than Volpe. and I think he could replace Torres's offensive production. So the Benz, as soon as maintenance costs are about to, yeah, dude. Ah, maintenance, so freaking expensive. These cars, man. Telling you, Sunil. Raised toll tech. Yes, they did. Yeah. Beta could. It sounds in about a week or so, Jonathan. It sounds in about a week. So I think he'll be back in June. I do. Tesla Model 3, nice dude. Yeah, look for DFA by the Brewers last week. I saw that. He was released by them too, I think, too, Lorenzo, a couple days ago. So, you know, that's right. But again, there's a lot of different opinions on Volpe, right? So, yeah, DJ had 2 hits leading off today. So, yeah, I mean, he's probably exhausted. I don't think he's recovered yet. I don't think he's fully healed from that neck injury either. So, honestly, he's just not. He doesn't look like himself. DJ looks mechanically off, Jonathan. But I hope he's not hurt. I hope he's not hurt. I think so too. I think his neck is still nagging him. Chris, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's a slump. DJ goes through these, man. But he had 2 hits today. Looked a little bit better today, but still has a way to go. He still has a way to go. But I honestly think he should be batting second on this team and just stay at second. Get a leadoff hitter at the top and then have him second. And then when Judge comes back, bat him third. Then Rizzo fourth. Then Stanton fifth. And then the rest. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, man. A lot of people want Brophy sent down. I get it, man. I get it. Nolan Jones is an interesting one, Jonathan. That's an interesting proposal, actually. I mean, honestly, that's a yeah. Odds of trading for Otani, I think, are 0. Soto, close to 0. Soto will be a free agent after next year. If he makes it that far, I think they have a pretty good shot. And he's only going to be 24. So, but I don't see any odds of trading for Otani. Yeah, Robbie. I mean, I do. Bobby, I think that they need to make some trades. I really, really do. They need to start making them now. So, shake up. You're absolutely right. I'm with you there. Get that monopoly, dude. Hope. I don't know, Lewis. I think they're hoping for the division, but it's still a while to go. Still a while to go. And Alberto, that's an interesting comparison, Patrick. I would keep Volpe and Peraza up here at the same time, personally. Yeah. We'll see what happens here. I think Cashman knows he's got to strike. He's got to make several moves. So, and I hope Hal doesn't block him, honestly. So, yeah, Billy McKinney's looking pretty decent too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Mets look lost. $360 million payroll. They look completely lost. Yeah. Yep. Yep. This goes to show you. The highest payroll doesn't always guarantee anything. Yeah. You might be right, Quillen Athar. One more elite offensive player. Who would you suggest, Quillen Athar? Who do you think would be a good idea? I'm really curious because I don't disagree with you there either. Be sure to smash that like button, gang. By the way, let's try to get to 100 likes if we can. Whether they win or they lose, always try to get to 100 likes. You know. Why hasn't Cash been doing well? The lineup was stronger when they were healthy a few weeks ago, right? But I mean, one of the problems I still believe this. They gave a Judge all that money. I knew then they weren't going to be spending much after that. And it was him and Rodon that'd be the expensive outlay. So I knew once the guy judged that $40 million a year, they were going to tighten the purse strings. I knew it. So it's a shame, but they have like 70 million coming off the books this offseason. So hopefully they make wise moves in free agency. I really do. So Um, yeah, I think. I mean, Steven, I think you're right. I think you're going to have to put forth some creative trades, but yeah, I mean, and I think one of the other problems, James Gary, is that not everybody wants to come here. So, you know, not everyone wants to come here, man. Get some rest, Lapari, man. Get some rest, buddy. What would they get? They trade. I think they can get a decent amount. I can get a decent amount. Pitching, I would go for pitching. A pretty good reliever, or maybe a starter and a reliever, depending on the starter. You're not going to get a number one starter, so we can forget about that. Not for Torres, but I think they can get a decent package, a decent return for Torres, Jonathan. Yeah, I mean the bats were just sleeping tonight, Rose. Right? You're right about that. Can't be, can't give any Cole any freaking run support. It's a shame. Well, and I agree too. I hope the Yankees don't wait too long to make trades. No, exactly, and I don't think they rely on Judge either to help. I mean, obviously he's their top hitter, but like they rely on everybody. To be honest with you, but I mean, we need Stanton to be up there performing. We need Rizzo to be hitting. We need Bader to come back healthy. So even when Judge was not playing before, they were also playing pretty well. So, but even so, they obviously need Judge in that lineup. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, we need more than Judge. That's for sure. Yeah, they have players, champs to make trades for. I think they have major leaguers and minor leaguers. So yes, I think so, champs. And it also depends on the type of players you're thinking of too. But they have a good amount. Yeah, I heard Alonso today. Mets broke that news. He's going to miss at least a month. Man, the big boppers are not going to be in either one's lineup. Stinks. Subway series of chairs. Ew, Jared. Isn't he in prison for like child pornography or something like that? More solidified players. Yeah, I mean, better contact guys, better run producers. He said exactly, exactly. Yeah, restraining order against Jared. Yeah, Chris. Is he in prison, Chris? I think he might be, man. No, I yeah, I've said that too, Brian. Try to trade Severino. I would also try to trade Torres. So and get some value back. Get some value back. And so you're right about that too, Ron. Like simple stuff like, Cole had 6 innings and 100 pitches, which is relatively normal. 15 pitches, 90. So you know, Garrett Whitlock was in the seventh and he was still under 80 pitches. So the Yankees need to stop swinging at first pitches. They swing way too often at first pitches, and then the guy throws 3 innings and there's 2 outs. I mean, 3 pitches and there's 2 outs already, and they're not patient at all at the plate. They need to fix that. They really need. They need to work these. They got to wear these freaking pitchers out, man. So, you know, he's. They need to wear guys out. I think you have to wait until he gets productive again in order to give him some trade value. But if he starts pitching well, I would move him before deadline. Yeah. Yep. And get some offense for him. I would try to get some pitching for Torres. No, that's what I would do, but that's just me. Yeah. Kenzo runs on a commode. Exactly. So, yeah. Only runs poor Yankees are getting. Telling you, Sunil, I'm telling you, dude. You might be right, Rob. I mean, I think it's a good idea, but you might be right. They might not trade him. So, and we need Stanton to get healthy. That's for sure. The problem is when he comes off the IL and he's on too much, he stinks for like the first 2 weeks coming off the IL. Then he gets hot, and then he gets hot, and then he gets hurt. Right, Morning Brew? Morning Brew's in the house. In the house, dude. Yeah, Crook was on the mound June 3rd? Was it June 3rd? I saw. 3rd. They gave pitch count. Was he called up after June 3rd? So that was in AAA. But yeah, I want to see Crook. I want to see Crook up here. So, I mean, what's the point of calling him up if you're not going to use the guy? What is Good Morning Brew Sports? I know. So close, man. So close. Yeah, but not good enough. You're 100%, 100%, brother. Yes, and yeah, why is Crook up here if he's not pitching? It's so true. So true. It's Mellow. It's a good question. It's a good question, Mellow. It's a good question, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody up in here. Yeah, man. I mean, Hector, what would you do? Would you send Volpe down and Peraz up? Would you keep both of them up here? What would you do, bro? Yeah, exactly. You're all in the building, baby. That's right. Morning Brew's up in the building. It's a party when the Morning Brew's here. That's right. Crook should be most definitely up. So again, I mean, when this roster's healthy, you can see how good they are. You know, like we saw like a week and a half ago, they were on fire, and then they get unhealthy again. This is one of the problems with the Yankees. It's like one guy gets healthy, somebody else gets hurt. One guy gets healthy, somebody gets it's they can't get a break, man. It's ridiculous. And obviously, I mean, they need to examine the coaching staff, the doctors, like and the training staff, and all these folks. I mean, why do they get hurt so much more often than everybody else? Uh, yeah, morning, but that was a good episode, man, with the doctor. Yeah, talking about Judge's situation. Yep, yeah. Be sure to check out Morning Brew Sports Gang. Especially they had a talk. They had a special guest yesterday, a doctor that was on talking about the Judge situation, and this doctor treats these types of conditions. He's given a lot of good, valuable insight. So if you haven't seen that on Morning Brew, go check it out. I think you'll really, really find it insightful. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please support them too. Great content, really great content. Good dudes too, man. Yeah, well, that's true too, Rob. Yeah, I don't think we need to say, well, we need our veterans to do what they're getting paid to do. Stop getting general. Exactly. That's a great point, Robbie. It's a fantastic point. Bob, excuse me. Fantastic point. So, Melo, I don't know, man. That's a good question. Do I think he's waiting to trade Glaber to call Pride? It's a really good question. Um, I mean, I would trade Torres, get as much value as you can back, and get Peraza. Let Peraza be the guy to replace him. I think he can replace his offense pretty credibly, and he's the best defender in the whole entire system, majors and minor. So, um, you know, that's the guy I want at shortstop, and I would, like I said, I would move Volpe to second. So, but it's really interesting to see what they're going to do. So I don't really know what they're going to do there. It's a good question, um, Melo. It's a really good question. We don't know if they're happening or not, Corey. We just don't know. We just don't hear about them. The Yankees are very tight-lipped about pretty much everything. You know, they could have open door meetings. They could tear each other to pieces. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. So, you know, they could be doing some closed door meetings. But again, it's really hard to rip into a player's injured. So, and they're getting injured so often. You gotta. How about a closed door meeting with the training staff and those folks? Are they doing the right things? This is like the Yankees get hurt so much more often than everybody else. So I really don't know. I mean, it's very frustrating. No, you can't blame trainers for judging. That's Dodge. I mean, that was Dodger's faulty wall. And this is the thing too. Like, this is not an injury to call him injury prone. Crashed into the wall, faulty wall. Like this is a complete hustle, and that's why the Dodgers are already fixing the stupid wall. That would have happened if that wall was not like that. So this is, I mean, hold the Dodgers are responsible for this. But and again, this is definitely not an injury to call him injury prone. So it's just kind of like Bryce Harper. He gets hurt because he hustles and crashes into shit. That's exactly what Judge did. So gotta give Judge props and love for that. You gotta. You know what I mean? So it's 6 months or yeah, man. Obviously, we need Stanton. Stanton looks lost at the plate, and I still am of the opinion that they rushed him in his rehab. Played one game and that's it. So he needs to play. He needed to be up in Double A and Triple A for a couple more games each level before they brought him back up. Honestly, I really do think that. So Um, yeah, I mean, it's not only Volpe too, Matt, but yeah, it's a lot of the other offense too. Our offense hasn't really done much. So, would I be shocked if they did nothing at the deadline? Yes, I would, champs. I think they know that they can't do it. They can't do nothing at the deadline. They cannot stand pat. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They can't. So, Volpe needs that thing. Yeah, who knows? I mean, I know he's being like mentored by Rizzo and Judge, which is great. But yeah, are they going to get? Who would give him that talk? Is the question. Like, um, I mean, that's a good point. Who would give him that talk, Patrick? Um, oh, Ripken played through some injuries. Yeah, and Ripken was a special breed too. Like, he was unique, man. But the guy, yeah, I mean, it was a much tougher mentality, much tougher game back in the day too. Just like we talk about this with basketball, like in Jordan's era, he got beat up every game. He got clobbered. It was like WWE. It was like UFC combined with basketball. Rodman, Dumars, like Bill Lambier. It was like the most rough sport. Like the guys nowadays would not really survive it. The way, and again, now you tap somebody's finger, it's a foul. Before, I mean, you'd be running into a clothesline. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. So that's why I love what Jordan so much because he did all that stuff. He went through it and still was the best. And that's the thing. Like now in this era, like there's a debate. Who was the best? Was it Kobe? Was it LeBron? Was it whoever else? Like when Jordan was here, there was no debate. No debate. So, and it's just yeah. I mean, well, I would agree with you too, Morning Brew. They're being pretty vague about Judge's injury. Um, I think they're worried. I think they don't want to say like we're saying 10-day injury list, but it's probably going to be 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Just say it. Say it. Okay. We'd appreciate the honesty, even if it was shitty news, because I think a lot of us would agree that it's probably going to be 4 to 6 weeks. Same thing with Nestor Cortez. Just say it. Set the expectations so that if they come back sooner, people are happily surprised. So you know what I mean? It's oh yeah, you're right about that, Heck, man. Oh yeah. So let me ask you something, Heck. What would you trade? What would you trade for Soto, Hector? Like if you could get him now, what would you trade for him? I mean, after next year, he's a free agent. He's only gonna be 24, maybe 25. I would definitely be opening up those coffers for him. And again, they got 70 million coming off the books. You have money for Soto after next year. You have money for Soto. Okay, so that's a guy could be a franchise changer, no doubt. But if you could trade for him, what would you give Padres? Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be more aggressive this year at trade deadline, Corey. I do. What? Yeah. Trade deadline's August 1st, so there's still some time, so we'll see. Yeah, man, Chris, I mean, it was brutal back then. Hector will tell you too, these guys beat the crap out of each other. It was such a different game. Such a different game. Yeah, worst case, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, yeah. I'm going to say, I'm still going 4 to 6. I'm going worst case. I know he got his PRP injection. Good, but he's got to be feeling much better. He's got to be walking probably. He's got to have his feet under him, his weight under him, because you need that. So I'm going 4 to 6. So pretty much in line with what the doctor said. Yeah, Tampa's hot again. So Tampa's hot again. Yeah, we need Bader, we need Judge, we need freaking Rodon to be up here playing. We need consistency from Severino. We need a lot of things. Donovan Pereira will not, unfortunately, get us Soto. While I would like that, I don't see. We got to give a lot more than that for Soto, Sunil. I mean, if you can, but again, I think, wait until he's a free agent. It's like, Hector just said it too, right? Yeah, yeah. It's. I think waiting for him as a free agent. That way you have time to, because honestly, like if he comes here as a free agent and you got Judge out there, There's only one other spot available. If you re-sign Bader, you got to say goodbye to Jason Dominguez. And if you're going to do that, you got to make sure you get him for a really good player in return in the trade. Makes no point, no sense at all. If you're going to get Soto and extend Bader, makes zero sense to keep Dominguez. Zero. So I think it's important for folks to digest that one because that's what the hell's the point, right? D-Rod's in the house. What's good, man? So I'm with you there, morning, bro. I think waiting for him as a free agent would be a wise idea. Hmm. I hope not, Patrick, man. Don't jinx us, man. Always get hurt. What's good, Peanut? Power bat. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like a power bat and a contact bat. I mean, um, yeah, Jordan did against the best. Yeah, yeah. Johnson, Barkley, Shaq, Mailman. He did everybody. Like that's why he's the goat. Malone, all of them. So it was like a violent NBA back then. Yeah, telling you, man. Hector, you want to apply? You want to apply with me to the Yankees medical staff, man? Yankees training staff. Multiple can apply to. MJ never beat Bird in the playoffs. Did he play Bird in the playoffs? I don't think he played. I'm not sure he did. I don't remember. Mm, yeah, they need catching. They have Austin Nola, but he's like 33 years old. He has a terrible arm, terrible range. And then Luis Camposano was their top prospect. He's their number 2 prospect overall. He's got a thumb injury, so they need catching. So if you're gonna do a big trade with them, you move Austin Wells if you're gonna get something big back. Otherwise, you move Higashioka and try to get something back. If you're just gonna trade, if you want to do a trade for Soto, you're gonna say goodbye to Austin Wells and more. So that's just the way that it is. But you know what I mean? It's those are the things that are going to have to be sacrificed if they want big ones. Should have sent. They didn't want Volpe Mello. They didn't like him. They didn't like him and Dominguez. When they offered Volpe, Dominguez, and Peraza to the Nationals, the only one they liked was Peraza. So his walk rate's crazy, man. So true. So true, Hector. So freaking true. I don't know if we dropped the ball on it. I don't think we had the right guys for it. I mean, if they didn't like Volpe and Dominguez, then we didn't have the right guys, which is crazy, but it's true. Yeah, contact bats. We have guys who can hit for power here, so mm, yeah, they definitely got to get better in the second half. Uh, I mean, yeah, it's a good, relaxing, hopefully relaxing Friday night for everybody. And what future do I see? He could be a catcher, and he also profiles as a first baseman. I've heard a lot of Yankee people say he could turn into a first baseman. So if you trade him, it's got to be for a good piece. But I think it's gonna uh, hang on what they do with Rizzo. They're gonna keep Rizzo. They give him a 2-year deal. They're gonna keep him after next year, or I know let's talk about this more economy. This Japanese guy's only like 23. Will he be here, or Austin Wells? Like, it's gonna be interesting. I think he's gonna profile like catching and first base. So they'll give him at least 2 positions to ready him for or trade for. So like, as I think it's, yeah, I like him. I'll say it. I like his lefty bat. You know what I mean? No, hell yes, Sunil. We have to do some Johnny Lawrence. I do some. Damn right, man. Sensei Crease. You have to do that stuff, man. No doubt. Defeat does not exist in this dojo. I have to wear my headband. I have to wear my sensei, my gi. You wear my gi, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean Tampa's been able to stay healthy for them on the offensive side. They're down a lot of pitchers, but they drafted extremely well pitching over the last like 5-6 years. So they have a lot of pitching depth that they can infuse if they when they need to. Um, trying to budget a bunch of screen. Yeah, unfortunately, so you're right. Did sign that 16-year-old catcher. Yes, Salas. But he's not. He's projected into like 2027, 2028. So um, that's why. I mean, you got a guy that you can get them for the next 3, 4 years. It might be worth a trading for them. But it depends on what you get back. What can you get back for Austin Wells, or even Higashioka in a smaller trade? Get some pitching prospects, right? For Higashioka, get a better player up for Wells. So, but yeah, they did sign Salas. Yeah, he's absolutely right. And for Soto, Wells, Pereira, Beater, to oof. Ah, Beater, damn. I hate to give up Beater, but this is Juan Soto you're talking about. So, and I don't know if the Padres are going to extend them or not. I know they're trying to extend him and Josh Hader. So we'll see. We'll see. And uh, yeah, and I think we're going to need somebody to profile at first base at some point soon. So I know my friend and Hector's friend Andres Chaparro profiles at third and first. So that's our friend, by the way, and BFFs, by the way. So he's a guy that needs to be considered for first base too. So he's better defensively at first than he is at third, but his bat's crazy good. Yeah, Mel, they didn't want Volpe or Dominguez. They didn't like either one of the Nationals. So and again, I didn't know what the hell what their needs were at the time, but you know, um, yeah, man. Well, it definitely tells us a lot, right, Miller? So Yankees passed on McClown. Yeah, I know, Jonathan. A little disappointing. Doing the same thing, we're expecting different results. Yeah, Einstein, baby. Wells could help us first baser. Yes, he could. Steven, yes, he could. Honestly, and again, I think it revolves on what they're thinking of after next year for Rizzo. So, and I would go younger at first base at that point. So, I mean, Wells will be younger, almost 10 years younger than Rizzo. So, uh, analytics, yeah, exactly, D-Rod. Wayne Gretzky, love Wayne Gretzky, the goat, baby. Hold on to Hicks for another 2. He's playing pretty well, Baltimore, huh? It's a better fit there. It looks like much more low key environment too. So it's a better fit for him. It really is a better fit. Why? I think so too, Steven. I think it'll be Austin Wells or Murakami, the Japanese young first baseman. I think he also is a third base slash first base, but at first, I mean, he's a lefty. If he can adjust well, you might have something good, something nice there. So, uh, well, exactly, Mel. We have a better pipeline than we've had in a long time, offensively. So, and they have the depth to make some moves. And hopefully, they will do that. Hopefully, they'll do that. So, yeah, the Rays are light years. I mean, they draft well, they develop well. I mean, they're run by smart people, so they get a lot for a little. So, kudos to the Rays, man. July 4th week, nice. I'm actually going. Well, July 22nd against the Royals, Saturday afternoon. I'm going to that game. Got tickets today for that. So, very much looking forward to that. Sean Bryan, let's see, Murakami, Peraza, Volpe, and Chapon. Damn, could you imagine that? Talk about offense right there, baby. Cincinnati kid. Yeah, the new guy. Rob, yeah. Yeah, they have some good prospects, man. I'm telling you, they have a pretty decent farm over there. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of guys for Castillo. So when they traded him to the Mariners. So I got tickets today, Hector. It's Saturday the 22nd versus the Kansas City Royals. So 10 105 game. I will be there. I'm sitting in what the hell is it, like section 112 or 118 or something like that, like on the first base side and the bottom. Um, but no doubt, man, I'll be there, Hector. I'll be there that game, and I'm very excited. This is my first Yankee game in like 3 years, or maybe before COVID. So it's gonna feel good to breathe the Yankee Stadium air again. But But yeah, I'll be at that game. I'll be at that game, baby. So yeah, man. So I mean, look, they didn't beat the Red Sox today, but there was some good sign. And Carrick did his thing, but he got his first loss. He's 7-1. His ERA is like 2.80. He had 7 strikeouts. So 6 innings, 2 runs. That's a quality start. He just needed some offensive. He needs some run support, man. Not getting it. So we need Bader back. We need Judge back, right? We need Stanton to hit. We need Rizzo to start getting better too. So 6'5" and can fly on the bases with Stanton exit velo. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I mean, yeah. Kid's a beast, Rob. An absolute beast. Yeah. Yankees would have him in double hands. Maybe. Yeah, this kid's good. He's good. So, but that's what we got. I mean, it's tomorrow. Let's actually see who's. Let's see. Let me pull this up here. Pull up who's. Let's see if the pitching matchups are out yet tomorrow. Let's have a look here. Okay, let's have a look here. Trade form now. Yeah, Cole pitched better. He pitched well. Yeah, Chris, Lake Placid, baby, District 9. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Appreciate that, man. Tomorrow, Yankees play. Where the hell's the schedule at? They play tomorrow night at 7:35. It's Tanner Houck, who's 3-5, against Domingo Herman, who's 3-3. Houck versus Herman. Ellie's gonna be. Yeah, I think so too, Warning, bro. I think so too, Heck. I think so too, bro. Yeah. Did the dry bobsled. Nice, dude. Dry bobsled. Love it, dude. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, man. That's good stuff. Lake Placid's cool, man. Lake Placid's really cool. Really, really, really cool, man. But so 7:35 tomorrow. I'll put out some news. I'm gonna let you guys and gals go. I want you thank you all for coming on. Look, they lost 3-2, but tomorrow's another day. They can win tomorrow. So they got to jump on these guys early. They have to exactly. It's got a 5:46 here. Hopefully, we can knock this guy around. They got to hit him early, man. They got to be aggressive. We got to be more patient. We got to stop hitting at first pitches so often, right? And stop swinging for the fences. Just get hits. Get hits. Wear the starting pitchers out. I mean, honestly, got to win this series. They really, really do. So hit that bar, Chris. Hector, always a pleasure, brother. I'm looking forward to it. I'll put out the line. We'll do the lineup. We'll do the post game tomorrow. And any of the news that comes out, you're going to get it here. So peace and love to all of yous. Have a great night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.